Well, good afternoon or good evening or good morning, depending on when you're watching this. I think it originally airs in the evening, so I hope you've had a good day if you're watching this and this is a pleasant end to your day. I'm Chris Kirby. I'm the principal of Porter Elementary, and today's book was requested by Cameron in second grade. Cameron, this one's for you, all right? And this is The Princess and the Pea. The Princess and the Pea actually has no author. We don't know who originally wrote The Princess and the Pea. This version was adapted by Francesc Boada with illustrations by Pau Estrada. And I will now turn this over to a new face.
Yes, I'm Miss Kreitzer, and I am the ESO teacher here at Porter. But I also speak Spanish, so I will help Mr. Kirby read this book, The Princess and the Pea, also in Spanish. It is called La Princesa y el Guisante.
And so we're going to get going. I hope you enjoy it. The Princess and the Pea. Once upon a time, there was a prince who wished to marry a princess, but he wanted to be sure that she was a true princess.
La princesa y el guisante. Había una vez un príncipe que quería casarse con una princesa, pero quería que estar seguro de que fuese una princesa de verdad.
So the prince climbed onto his horse and set out across the world to find a true princess to marry.
El príncipe montó en su caballo y marchó a correr el mundo buscando una princesa de verdad para casarse con ella.
He traveled to many lands. There were many princesses, but it was so difficult to know if they were true princesses. There was always something that just didn't seem quite right.
Recorrió muchas tierras. Princesas habían muchas, pero qué difícil era saber si eran princesas de verdad. Siempre les encontraba algún defecto.
So, without a bride, the prince returned to his palace, sad and discouraged.
Sin haber conseguido novia, el príncipe regresó a su palacio, triste y desanimado.
One night, there was a terrible rainstorm. The wind howled and water poured down in torrents. The thunder boomed and lightning crackled in the sky. In the midst of all of this, there was a knock at the palace door. The king himself went down to see who was there.
Una tarde se desató una tormenta terrible, con unos relámpagos y unos truenos que asustaban. El viento aullaba y el agua caía a cántaros. En medio de la tormenta, alguien llamó a la puerta del palacio y el propio rey bajó a abrir.
The king couldn't believe his eyes. Standing before him was a shivering princess, drenched by the storm. Water cascaded down her hair and dress and came out of her shoes. She was so wet, she looked more like a fountain than a princess. But in spite of all this, she claimed to be a true princess.
El rey no pudo creer en lo que veía. Había una princesa, empapada y temblando de frío frente a él. El agua le chorreaba por el pelo y por el vestido y le salía por los zapatos. Estaba tan mojada que más que una princesa parecía una fuente. Pero a pesar de todo esto, afirmó ser una princesa de verdad.
When the queen heard the news, she thought, very soon we'll know if she's a true princess. Without telling anyone, the queen went up to the bedroom and placed a pea on the bed. Then she covered the pea with 20 mattresses filled with wool and 20 mattresses filled with feathers. The princess spent the night in this very tall bed.
Al enterarse la reina pensó, enseguida sabremos si es una princesa de verdad. Y sin decirle a nadie, subió al dormitorio y colocó un guisante sobre la cama. Encima del guisante puso 20 colchones de lana y 20 de pluma. La princesa pasó la noche en la cama tan alta.
The next day, the queen asked the princess how she had slept. "Oh, very poorly," answered the princess. "I hardly slept at all. There was a terrible lump in the mattress. Now I'm covered with bruises. What a night."
Al día siguiente, la reina le preguntó cómo había dormido. Oh, muy mal, respondió la princesa. No he podido pegar ojo en toda la noche. Había algo duro en el colchón que me ha dejado cubierta de moretones. ¡Qué noche!
On hearing this, the queen realized the princess was indeed a true princess. In spite of the 20 wool mattresses and the 20 feather mattresses, she had been uncomfortable because of a pea. As everyone knows, only a true princess could be so delicate.
Al oír esto, la reina comprobó que la princesa era realmente una princesa de verdad. Porque a pesar de los 20 colchones de lana y de 20 más de pluma, ella había sentido las molestias del guisante. Como todo el mundo sabe, solo una princesa de verdad puede ser tan delicada.
So, the prince and the princess married.
Y el príncipe y la princesa se casaron.
As for the pea, it was taken to a museum, and probably it is still there. Unless someone ate it.
El guisante lo llevaron a un museo y ahí debe estar aún, si es que alguien no se lo ha comido.
The end.
El fin.